Tristan Thompson in that velvet right there. I see that black velvet.
Rich.
Hey, Tris, let's go to you first, big dog. Really rich. That's the Egyptian cotton. Would another finals loss hurt LeBron's legacy?
First and foremost, Lakers aren't losing. The Lakers aren't losing.
A game or the series? What you talking about?
They ain't losing a series. They winning. This is his fourth chip. Listen, the Miami Heat's a good team, but my partner D-Wade ain't on the other side. You know, there to give them the intel on LeBron. So this is the Lakers to win. You see LeBron, he's the most focused guy in the bubble. You see his coach right now on media day. He's laser focused. It's nothing is getting in this man's way, and he's going to show it on tomorrow. You see that? You see the highlights, Jamal Murray and one screwed in the air.
Come on,
quit dodging the question. If they lose, would it hurt LeBron's legacy?
You know what the question is.
Tristan tried to Euro step the question and say they're not going to lose.
LeBron step.
They're not going to lose. So this ain't, listen, they're not going to lose, but guess what? At the end of the day, listen, LeBron's the greatest player of all time. Guess what? Win another championship is the icing on the cake. Some people might not agree with me because they probably born in the 70s, but I'm born in 91, and LeBron's the greatest player of all time.
Shots fired at only me, I feel.
Here's my thing, man. My dog Tristan had to Euro the question, so I'm going to stand here in the paint and answer it. If they lose, of course it's going to hurt LeBron's legacy. Now, like Tristan said, I think the Lakers win in 6. Tristan said they're going to gentleman sweep them, but I think Lakers going to get it in 6. But if LeBron loses, all hell's gonna break loose. And I'm gonna tell y'all why, America. 07, LeBron loses his first chip. That's excusable. Man, 3 future Hall of Famers on the Spurs, Hall of Fame head coach. That joint is excusable. Okay, 14, LeBron loses to the Spurs. 4 future Hall of Famers, Hall of Fame head coach. 15, 17, 18 loses to the Warriors. 2 to 3 future Hall of Famers, Hall of Fame head coach. The reason they're killing him for losing to the Mavericks when he first went to Miami, not because of the Mavericks, it's because of how LeBron played. However, if you lose to the Heat, Tyler Hero? I understand he a walking bucket, so they say, but he like a 20-year-old bucket? Let's keep it real. If LeBron loses this game, this series rather, it's over and done with. But here's the other thing.
Okay.
Tristan. Even if he win, I'll bring Tristan on. I want to see Tristan's face right now. I'm talking to Tristan.
Euro. Even
if he wins this 4th chip, Tristan, it doesn't really do much for his legacy. And I'm a LeBron stan. But think about this. In a game of football, several quarterbacks have won 2 Super Bowls. But it's an elite group that have won 3. Only 4 of them. Bradshaw, Montana, Brady, Aikman. A lot of dudes have won 4 titles. A lot in basketball. But when you start to get to 5, Magic, Kareem, Kobe. Then you get up there with Jordan, obviously Russell, etc. And I'm not talking about the Robert Ory's of the world. I'm talking about tier 1 caliber type of talent. So, Tristan, they not going to lose. But if they did, my God, it's going to be bad for that King LeBron James.
Look, I got a problem, Tristan. Let me get some of this. Let me get some of this.
Yeah, get some of that
he
smoke.
Up in the paint. He don't know. I'm here for 6 fouls, so I'm on elbows in this paint right now. No, it's not going to hurt his legacy if he loses. Who cares? He's already in the GOAT conversation, if not the GOAT, with a 3-6 finals record. You think 3-7 is going to be the one? Oh, it's time to just take him out the conversation. He's entered it already with this win percentage being at 33%. So 3-7 is not going to damn LeBron. But let's talk about what LeBron James really is. This is a championship that he's finally favored in. This is only the 3rd time out of all those trips, 10 times, and only the 3rd time the odds maker says that they should win it. Think about that, because Acho wants to talk about who he's played against in terms of team and in terms of what those guys look like, and really want to laugh at the Miami Heat, who are the Eastern Conference champions, but he wants to laugh at them about those guys. Forget who he's playing. Let's talk about who he's played with. Oh, my God. LeBron James walked into the finals one time with Jeff Green, Kyle Korver, George Hill, J.R. Smith, Larry Nance Jr., Jordan Clarkson, and shot 52% himself, and the rest of them dudes shot 37%. That was a finals team. And, Tristan, you better duck, because here comes a shot for you. Another time he walks in there, he looking like...
Take cover!
He going in there with him. Mon Shepard, Dellavedova, Mozgov.
Hey, Deli went hard.
Deli went hard, but how hard?
Yeah, Deli went hard as my partner.
This long. And then you, TT, all I'm saying is we keep putting all the focus on who LeBron is playing. Sometimes we got to look at being real. Who is he playing with? And he hasn't been the favorite more times than not. So I can make the classic case of LeBron is actually an overachiever, even being in this position right
Marcellus.
now. Yeah, I did it.
Marcellus. Now, let's go 3 box, because we all got to see each other's ridiculous reactions with Marcellus' hand right now.
Oh, wow.
You can't say that the king, a dude that was on the cover of Sports Illustrated when he was 17, we can't talk about overachievement when we're talking about the greatest of all time.
Really?
Like, we don't get to have those kind of like, oh, let me coddle your feelings,
names?
let me coddle your emotions.
You heard those names?
Oh, LeBron, are you okay? Well, let me burp you, LeBron, are you okay? No.
What?
Marcellus is a grown man conversation. It's a conversation with grown folk. They check your ID before they let you on set.
Well, you want to check IDs? I got the grownest ID up here right now. Let's talk about 07 when he walked out there and had to go against Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince, Chris Webber, Rasheed Wallace. And then he beats them, but then his second leading scorer is who? Danny Booby Gibson. What the hell? LeBron James trying to win a finals against the Spurs with Booby?
Here's what
No chance.
Here's what
No
y'all gotta
chance.
remember, though. Here's what y'all gotta remember. All those excuses is fine and dandy. But as LeBron stands, which honestly we all three rock with LeBron.
Everybody rock with LeBron.
I want it to be indefensible that LeBron is the GOAT. If LeBron loses this chip, there's no way to make it indefensible. How it is indefensible, however, if LeBron gets to 5 or if LeBron gets to 6, then there's no argument. LeBron has Jordan in points. He got Jordan in boards. He got Jordan in assists. He got Jordan in minutes played. He got Jordan in playoff games played. What does LeBron not have on Jordan? Finals. Marcellus, I understand what you said yesterday. I sat with that a little bit. Okay. Well, Jordan went 6 for 6. He was perfect. Sure. But if LeBron goes 6 for 12, and to do that, he just got to go 3 for 3. If LeBron goes 6 for 12, it's indefensible. You cannot argue that LeBron is now the greatest of all time. However, if LeBron loses this joint, Marcellus, and everybody looks back and like, he lost to the Mavericks? Ew. Oh, he lost to the Heat, led by Jimmy Butler. I mean, Jimmy has been a 5-time All-Star, but, like, he lost to Tyler Heroes, Jimmy, ew. Like, that is not indefensible. As a LeBron dude, I want to make sure the argument is clear-cut. Can't nobody argue against it. He is the greatest of all time. If they take this L, his legacy is done for. He's not even going to be as far as being the GOAT. If they take an L Marcellus, if they take an L Tristan, LeBron is disqualified from the greatest of all time conversation with Michael Jordan. And I think he would have to be.
Wow. Now you know what? I was waiting for my block to come back. I was waiting for me to come back in here. First and foremost, Acho, let's get it right. LeBron's greatest of all time right now. Yeah, he went 3-6 in the finals, but let's keep it real. Those 2 Warriors teams, those 17 and 16 with KD, ain't nobody beating that team in NBA history. Not Magic's teams, not Bird team, not nobody. They was beating everybody in NBA history. That's the best team in NBA history of all time, that KD team. Come on now, that was a cheat code. That was 2K. Ain't no way you're gonna beat that. So stop that. And hold on now. You want to bring Jordan into this? Let's hear. MJ, he did his thing. I respect you. You know, I respect my elders. My mama told me that. I respect your elders. But come on now. Back then when Jordan was playing, the league wasn't top heavy like that. The league is top heavy now, where superstars and top players are coming together. You know, whether it's the Heat, it's the Celtics, the Warriors. Back when Jordan was playing, guys would stay with their teams. Reggie stayed in Indiana. Pat Ewing stayed in New York. Charles in the Phoenix. Imagine Reggie right now in the Knicks. You think the Bulls gonna beat that team with Reggie, Pat Ewing, and John Starks? Heck no. It was different back then. Guys used to tough it out. Alonzo Mourning down in 305 had to tough it out. Come on now.
I'm with you, TT. I'm with you, TT, but Marcellus, as the resident old head.
You don't got to get 6.
And I'm with you, T.
You don't got to get 6.
But as the resident old head, Marcellus, you have to put us on game. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. I'm with you, Tristan. That's how I would argue. You arguing how I'm trying to argue. But at the end of the day, these old heads, they not trying to hear them excuses, because what you're giving me and what I would be giving as well, in theory, are excuses. The best player in the world lost to a team. That's all they gonna hear. Wait, how can he be the best player in the world then? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but Acho, what you're saying is actually going to help LeBron James. You say it in a binary sense. You say it in the sense that I want an indefensible argument for LeBron James to be the GOAT. That's not how it happens. You just said indefensible argument. that's what's going to happen, an argument. And there's going to be two sides. And guess what? They're going to have ammunition. And it's not going to just be binary. It's going to be a gray area because you got to start to measure. Who did he climb the mountain with? And then who did he have to face once he climbed the mountain? He's climbed the mountain 10 times right now. We talk about Michael Jordan 6 times, undefeated when he got there. And that's what we were talking about before, that there's a perfect argument for Michael Jordan, 6-0, no Game 7s. And then there's a death by 1,000 paper cuts argument that's coming from LeBron James that's saying, I'm going to beat him in points, rebounds, assists. I'm trying to get him in PER. And also trips to the finals with different teams, trips to the finals and winning MVP in the finals. So it's not going to be picture perfect.
But Marcellus,
it's not going to be that.
Did you say picture perfect, paper perfect picture?
It ain't going to be that,
Here's my thing, Marcellus. It is death by 1,000 little, ow.
That's LeBron.
But if LeBron gets to 5 or 6, get rid of the paper, pick up the knife, and it's over. Like, if LeBron gets to 6, I genuinely don't think there's an argument. But how can LeBron get to 6 if he loses here? That means the next time he can get for another one, he's going to be 36. Like, let's keep it a buck. The last time we saw an old superstar lead his team was Kareem when he won at 40, maybe turning 41, and he was 39, turning 40. Like, if LeBron loses this one.
But be real, even if he wins this one, this is how gangster this is going to be. This is why I don't go to barbershops, because the shots just fire everywhere you go. If he wins this one, you know what they're going to say? Yeah, you know, the team that never lost a game in the bubble was the Phoenix Suns. Yeah, we saw guys come out of nowhere. Yeah, it was the championship in the Sheraton Ballroom. Like, nobody gives a damn about that. Like, even when LeBron wins, he loses in some conversations. I say he's already in a GOAT conversation right now with a 3-6 record. How does 3-7 kill him when the only way he can kill Michael Jordan is through the points, is through the rebounds, is to the trips to the finals, the same way he's been rolling all the way since?
He gonna be 4-6. Don't you worry, Acho. He gonna be 4-6. And guess what? You can't teach an old dog new tricks. So when them old dudes in the barbershop be talking, I say, listen here, man. Put your dentures back in and leave me alone. Because you don't know what you're talking about. You okay? I had enough of that. All right? Listen.
I love it.
Ain't no comparing right now. It's icing on the cake. Come on now, old folks. They're never gonna agree. They're always gonna think we crazy.
That's fair.
That's real. That's real. My wife would disagree with you though, Tristan. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's what she says.